Don't let fatigue make you into a coward. Can't promise it will be easy, but I can guarantee it will be worth it. AML's Thermo Heat is the most revolutionary fat burner ever developed.
What's up guys, Joe Donnelly here with some arm training tips, things you probably haven't done, but I definitely recommend implementing these into your arm repertoire. You're gonna see maximum gains and it's gonna be an effective time manner. Okay guys, now we're talking about combining concepts when working the biceps for maximum and efficient growth. You've probably done some type of easy bar curl or straight bar curl. You've probably done a seated bicep curl. Maybe you've even used a resistance band doing resistance band curls. We're gonna combine all three now. The biggest problem with doing standing easy bar or straight bar curls is that we always use momentum coming out of the hole. If you look at any doctor of biomechanics, any studies performed on standing curls, they show that for the first third of the rep, there's very little, if any, tension on the biceps. It tends to be forearm tension and shoulder tension because we're swinging the weight coming out of the bottom. So what they found is that actually removing the bottom third of the rep, doing a variation of a seated curl, places more tension on the biceps because you can't generate momentum. So again, we're gonna be seated with an easy bar and we're gonna kind of let the thighs come out a little bit so we give ourselves more than a half range of motion, about 3/4, and we're gonna start here without momentum and be forced to curl without using body English, without being able to swing, without being able to waste any tension. This is very important, guys. I could straight bar curl maybe, with decent form, 135 pounds for 10 reps. I can do seated curls with like 70 or 80 pounds, maybe for one set of 10 reps before my biceps are taxed. What does that tell you? That tells you when you stricken your form down, you're not nearly as strong as you think. Well, why do we want to have so much weight on such a small muscle with two muscle heads and possibly tear it? Especially as we're getting older, you want to work more efficiently, but you also want to work pain-free and lower your risk exposure of injury. It's like in life, when you get into finances or business, you want to manage and minimize your risk exposure. In the gym, guys, you want to manage your risk exposure as well. Now, the problem with curls is when we get to the top, we tend to bring the elbows through. Anytime the elbow comes through and underneath the hand, gravity is no longer pulling on the weight. That's a problem. We want to have a max contraction at the top of the rep when the bicep is flexed, right? So how do we do that? We take a resistance band. This is a TDX resistance band. Order them online, whatever. And it's a light band. We're gonna wrap it, double wrap it around the bench, around the bar. So as I got 40 pounds here, as the weight comes up, I'm getting tension all the way through the rep. Now, when I get to the top and the elbows wanna finish and come through, which is a natural motion, rather than tension be lost, the band starts to stretch and you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it dramatically from here to here. Max tension, they call it progressive tension overload. As the TDX band starts to stretch, you're going to feel it. You're gonna feel the head of your biceps contract deeper and harder. That deeper, that more authentic contraction is gonna create faster growth. Here's the other thing, guys. When you finish with the curl here and you have a band on it, you can do what I call them dumbbell uppercuts. You can do it with dumbbells, you can do it straight bar. Just from here, you can go like this, almost front raise the shoulder. Guess what? Anytime you do a front raise of the shoulder like this, you also are still placing stress on the brachialis, the outside head of the bicep. So you can actually do a bicep curl to here and go like this, and you're still gonna get more contraction on the bicep. Adding the TDX band only increases that factor because you have increased tension as it comes up. So we're gonna do a seated curl, we're gonna curl, and then we're gonna slightly finish, slightly uppercut punch almost, let the band stretch even more and create more tension on the biceps. Okay guys, hope those different tips, different methods, combination of methods, bringing things together will help you with your training moving forward. Remember, it's about training smarter, training harder, being more effective with our time and energy while preventing injury. Again, fitnessrxmen.com, the best in science-based training. Until next time, this is Joe Donnelly. See ya.